Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing one of my most cherished pastry recipes from my childhood. Soft, buttery, flaky crescent cookies called cornulece. These little pastries are filled with jam, walnuts, and sometimes a sweet surprise. Turkish delight. Let's get started. For this recipe we need a quarter cup of milk, dry active yeast 2 teaspoons, one half a teaspoon of sugar, and then for the dough we need 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of margarine, half a cup of butter, I'm using ghee, 2 egg yolks, a quarter teaspoon of salt, and half a cup of sour cream. So first thing first, we are going to dissolve the yeast into the milk. So we need 2 teaspoons of dry active yeast. And half a teaspoon of sugar. Give it a whisk and we'll set this aside until it's bubbly, foamy. Now let's continue with making the dough. So I have here 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, into which I'm going to cut in the margarine using a pastry cutter. It's better if the margarine is from the refrigerator, so it's not soft. It should be hard. So I'm going to give this a go, and since the margarine is harder than the ghee, I will do this first. Now if you're using butter and the butter is harder, you might want to do the butter first and then add the margarine, which is softer than the butter. Or just leave the butter out a little bit to soften. So once this is cut in, I'm going to add the ghee. It looks pretty good. So in goes the ghee. Actually, this is pretty solid. I put the ghee in the refrigerator also to solidify, because summer it gets melting in the kitchen. So I measured that and put it in the refrigerator, and so it was hard too. This looks pretty good. If you don't have a pastry cutter like this one, then you can try using a couple of forks, or get one through my Amazon link below. Now we are going to add the salt. We are not using sugar as the filling is going to be sweet. And stay with me till the end. There are some tricks that you don't want to miss. Okay, I'm going to also add just a little bit of lemon rind, about a teaspoon. And now I'm going to add the yolks. I'm going to add the yeast also. In goes the yeast, with the milk with the yeast, I should say. And then the sour cream. And now we are going to mix it all together. And now I'm going to use my hand to form the dough. Gently bring everything together until it comes into a soft dough. I find the dough quite soft. So I'm going to add just about another quarter cup of flour and see how much it's gonna take. So here I have a quarter cup of flour. I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of flour. Just a little bit. Take it out. I don't think I need the whole thing, just a little bit. So if you find that the dough is a little bit on the soft side, you can sprinkle a little bit of flour. I'm gonna clean my bowl. I always like to measure, but also if I see that I need a little bit more flour, then I'm going to add a little bit more flour to my dough. So this is cleaning nicely off. So see, the dough is it's soft, but it came together really well. So now what we are going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more flour to my board. And I'm going to roll out this dough. To about the size of an open magazine, you know, one of those reading magazines. So I'm going to adjust in the ingredients. I'm going to adjust the flour to another quarter cup extra for rolling. So now I'm going to take some flour, dust it on top. Just like that. And then I'm going to roll it. First, left, 2/3 of the way, and then this side on top. Just like this. And then, again, like this. And now I'm going to put it on a plate, and it goes in the refrigerator for minimum 2-3 hours. Wrap it up and leave it overnight. Wrap it up tightly, and in the refrigerator it goes. So for the filling, you need about 250 grams of Turkish delight. I cubed it into small cubes, and now I took out the dough from the refrigerator. I left it there overnight, so it firmed up really well. And now I'm going to remove the dough to my board that I dusted with flour. Now we are going to divide the dough into 6 roughly equal parts. First cut in half, and then each half cut into 3 sections. Now we are going to mold each into a more rounded shape. Now we are going to take each ball one at a time and roll it out into a circle about 7 to 8 inches in diameter. Remember to dust the dough with flour so it doesn't stick to the board. Now using a roller cutter, cut the dough into 8 wedges. Place about a tablespoon of the filling on the wider part of each wedge. Roll each wedge up, starting at the wider end. Press lightly on the end so the filling stays inside, and then tuck the end underneath. And place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Roll the wedges up, pinch the ends, and then tuck the tip underneath. Give it a little bit of shape and place it on a baking sheet. One pan is ready and we are going to bake them in preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes or until they start to get golden. The croissants, cornulēțe, are done and they look so yummy, delicious, soft, and look at all those layers. I hope you are going to give this recipe a try. If you enjoyed this recipe, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who likes traditional baking, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more great recipes. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.